It is Saturday night, and as usual, our dogs are tired. They've been out running all day. It's hard to believe that March 1st is like around the corner. I don't know how that happened. This is the last Saturday in February, right? Crazy. I'm gonna wait just a second until a couple people jump on, and then I have so many beautiful dogs to show you guys. It has been a very rewarding past couple of days, but also challenging. So we'll go through a little bit of that as well. I'm sorry I've been kind of distant on the Tracy's Paws page. A lot going on. When I went down to the border this past couple of days, I had meetings, and it wasn't just all about picking up dogs from shelters this time. So yeah, there's a lot going on down there, a lot, and it's a lot of really good stuff. So I'm gonna see who's jumping on. Shannon wants to know, how are the shih tzus? We'll go over that. They're here, so I'll get to show you. Hey, we have a gal on here from Sydney, Australia. Hi, Tina. Wow, that's a long way away. Hi, Christy. Yep, we have lots of cute pups to show you today, and some sad ones, but I know how this goes. They'll be a little worried for a couple of days, and then things always seem to turn around as soon as they know they're safe, Yes, I know. We took in some really hard cases this time. As you guys know, I have a soft spot for all of them, right? Medical cases, you name it. And but what I've learned over the years with my space here is not to overload. Even though your heart's telling you to do it, it really is not wise. So we have our space budgeted here because, again, that new building should be finished and our ribbon cutting on June 1st. And we're gonna have 22 more runs, 2 mama and baby suites, 4 play yards, and it's just super exciting. So most of the dogs here are gonna move back there, and Oliver's house will be just for the special cases. Our spay-neuter center is here, and then also an educational center for kids. So we're really excited. I'll tell you, I gotta show you this dog first. This one was heartbreaking. This is an older dog. He's 10 years old. His name is, I named him Benson, but he was owner surrendered to the Weslaco shelter, and I just happened to be there when the man pulled up with him, and I was almost like, you can't tell somebody don't relinquish your dog, right? They're there, they don't want the dog, and the man was maybe my age, so he was old, and he said that the dog was 10, and he's been a really wonderful dog, but he has a grandbaby now, and he was worried about the dirt on the floor. This is a perfect example of, not that the man didn't seem like a bad human. He just didn't probably grow up having dogs as family members. And when I got the dog here, the nails are all grown over. He did tell me he's never had any vaccines. It's just really sad. And I looked in his mouth. He just hasn't had any care. So I couldn't let him be impounded there. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. Are you a good boy? Yeah, and he's got, it looks like a little infection in his eye. It's either that or he has dry eye. So we'll have our vet tell us which one it is. But he's 10 years old. So if there's anybody on here that wants an older dog that, I know, sweetie, he's not used to being crated either. But if you want an older dog that's past all of the chewing and all that, Benson might be your guy. Super sweet. And I'll say this, when I was down in the valley getting dogs, I stopped at 3 facilities, Cameron County, Weslaco, and Harlingen, the new Harlingen shelter. And I'm really excited about what's going on there because, as you know, they kicked out those reckless programs that push numbers that don't really care where the dogs are going. They are known to send them to rescues that are under investigation, adopt them out to people who are homeless. And it's been a repetitive pattern all over the country we're seeing. When people are hyper-focused on numbers and not on quality, that's what you get. And it is so bad down there right now because of this group kind of, running through our area. When I was at the Harlingen shelter, which is starting from the ground up now, guys, there was another rescuer there who lives down there, and she said what they've done to our area has set us back years. So all of the work that we've done, we feel, has just been, we're regressed now, because what the goal of this group is, it's best friends, and their no kill by 2025 scam is, well, our goal is to help and save every dog that we can. Their goal is to keep them out of the shelters. So with dogs like this, that was owner surrendered, they might have taken him because he's cute and he's fluffy, but a bigger dog they may not have. And I watched people surrendering dogs while I was there. And as much as I don't like it, I prefer that the shelters allow the dogs to come in, because there's nothing worse than seeing somebody turned away and looking at the dog and knowing that that person doesn't want that dog. They don't want the dog, and the dog's innocent. So I prefer them to let the animals in, and the goal of that group is to not help them. So on that note, we're going to go around and I'm going to show you some of the new ones here, and also the one with the embedded collar, which I've named Tito, and Shelby, who's another sad one, but she'll be good as new soon. So these two, I named this one Rocket because he's got like one ear up, one ear down. He's from Weslaco. He's probably about 5 months old, 6 months, somewhere in there. Cute as a button. Everybody's been bathed. Oh, and this is Thurman. Hi, Thurman. How are you? Are you happy to be here? Look at that ear. Like a radar ear. So cute. And then, now, this one is Toby. And this is the dog that, hi Toby. This is the one that had the metal that was like embedded on the chest. And he had the matting on the feet. I did post about it. We had to shave all that off. He had to be sedated for that. We're watching him because he's gonna be one of those dogs that has to go to somebody dog savvy and with no children. Poor little guy. He wasn't cared for, so he's got trust issues. Yeah, so we do have to he is on antibiotics right now because when our vet neutered him, we found ulcers in his mouth from he needs a dental, so we're going to be doing that as well. Poor guy, though. Can you imagine? I mean, the condition that a lot of these dogs come in. I will never get used to it. The moment I get used to it, I quit. Because I don't ever want people thinking, oh, it's just normal. You go to the border and that's just the way it is. No, it's not. So that's our little Toby. Aw, you'll be okay, Toby. Now, this one over here, Brenda bathed this poor dog. And when I tell you the filth came off of him, this is Newton. Hi, Newton. Do you feel much better now that you're all clean? Oh, you feel better, sweetie. So he, the dirt, like the flea dirt that was running off in the water was gross. He had ticks, fleas. I don't think he's ever had a bath. We're probably gonna have to shave like down on his back end because he's matted back there. But look at him. He looks very content, doesn't he? Poor little thing. Aw. Now I've got a story about this one here. How come you're not on your bed, Clifford? Clifford. Oh, honey. Let me see if I can get him to look at you. Look at us. Hold on. Clifford. Clifford. Boy, he's really out. I wonder why he's not sleeping in his bed. So this is kind of heartbreaking, but I was walking through the kennels in Weslaco, and I always know what I can take and what I can't take, I have this like method. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna have to pass on him because I had my reasons, but after I went to the Harlingen shelter, I couldn't get the dog out of my mind. So I drove all the way back to Weslaco and I picked him up. He's got a cherry eye, but he had been there for a long time. And you guys, I wish I could take them all, but I can't, right? It's very, very hard to do this type of work. There's times where you beat yourself up. Oh, I should have done this, should have done that. But you do the best you can, right? Hold on. Let me see if he might not be feeling good. Hold on. Clifford, come here, sweetie. Oh, that's a pretty face. Everybody wants to see Clifford. Are you okay, honey? I know. You're okay. We'll get his cherry eye fixed. Poor thing. He weighs 25 pounds, and he had been there for about a month. And when I drove away, I was like, oh no, I can't. So, but there was also like 50 more there I could have done that with, guys. It's, you know, until we are able to put programs in place down there that show love and compassion for all the animals, the ones outside and the ones inside. And that's going to come over time with education and heavy spay-neuter down there. Because of what these crazy no-kill by 2025 people have done, there's still people commenting on the Harlingen page, are you a no-kill shelter? Because they don't understand. Nobody wants to euthanize animals. But if you knew what they were doing to the people and the animals down there, you'd be as livid as I am. Their no-kill program is fake. It's not real. They basically shut the doors to the shelter, and all of the dogs that you see here that I'm going to show you, especially the larger ones, they won't help them. So they push them in the street and they make people think that they're raising their live release rate because they're not euthanizing. Well, they're not taking animals in. They're letting the streets euthanize them. They're letting the animals breed in the streets. And I've never, ever in my life seen it worse down there because of these people. And they're still pushing this reckless program on some of these communities. I don't even know how they can look themselves in the mirror, to be quite honest. I wouldn't be able to sit in front of somebody and try to tell them, oh, we're going to make you no kill. It's not true. It's just not true. It's fake. I know I said I wasn't going to get going on that, but we have so much work to do down there, and I want to help them. I want to educate. I want to help them with spay neuter and as many dogs as we can. But it's not acceptable that in order to get them out the door, that they go to homeless people that can't afford to take care of them, that, you know, just got out of the hospital for drugs, or go to Co-host New York, to a group that was under investigation for cruelty and raided. That's not okay. So Those should never be options when you're adopting out dogs. So little Clifford, you should get in the bed. You need to get in the bed, Clifford. Oh, I think he's just wore out. He was at that shelter a long time, and a lot of times when they come in after being there, they sleep for 2 or 3 days sometimes. Yes, hold on. And then here's Junior. Junior looks just like Noodles. Yes, he does. And he's handsome. Yep, he is. That's our Junior. I'm going to go in here and show you these little shih tzus. But before I show you the shih tzus, let me tell you something. These little shih tzus have not been handled as much as they should. So for those of you that don't know their backstory, they were being sold, given away on the, I think there was a sign on the side of the road, backyard breeders. They were living in filth, matted all the way down. And the little babies, I don't think have been handled much. So I was out there today holding them, and they like stiffen up like this, and they just look like they're not comfortable with it. So it's one of those things that I'm going to make them love me, right? I'm going to hold them and squeeze them. And I know Brenda's doing it too. She's like, oh no, but they give you the stank eye, like, because they're not used to being loved on. They're used to being left to fend for themselves and matted. So if anybody wants to foster, I would love it, you know, because they need somebody that's going to hold them close, because they're at the age where if they don't get that, they're not going to be as wonderful as they could be. So hold on, let me show you. They are so cute. So cute. Okay, hopefully the phone holds up. Okay. So, oh, and there's Charles, by the way. It's okay, Charles. Charles, and oh, this one is Hoover. That's Crystal Gale. And that's Johnny Cash. Crystal Gale is the only female. And that's Waylon, and he's the one that I was holding today, and he was not having it. And there's Willie Nelson. And then we have little Chris Christopherson here. And then I love this dog right here. Dutch is fabulous. He sounds like an old man. Like when he barks, he's got that raspy, like he smokes cigarettes. And he's like a babysitter to all the puppies. He is temperament-wise perfecto. Right, Dutch? And he's got great ears. And there's our Nicholas. And there's Noodles. Hi, Noodles. But you can see little Waylon here is the one, hold on a minute. I'll tell you about Waylon in just a sec, but I want to make sure you know we still have long-term Kyle. Oh, I know, sweetie. Kyle and Oscar. See, Crystal is not used to me. And there's our little Waylon. So, like when I went to hold him, again, he was so scared that I swooped him up and I put him right here and just was kissing him. But he had this like look on, he had his eyes on me. He was not having it. So again, these dogs need somebody to hold them, handle them a lot more. They're doing good, but they just need more one-on-one. So, okay, so now we're gonna go in here and wait till I show you guys little Klondike. Oh my gosh. So I hope this will hold up. So this is Charlotte and Wilbur. These are from Ashley from Love Us Mutts, who I got to see when I was down there. She gave me one of her wonderful t-shirts. Thank you, Ashley. We just love her. So hold on. And okay, that's Major. And we have Auburn. And then this is Belle. And this is Bissell. And Bissell actually was running around. She was the neighborhood always pregnant dog, and they finally said, take her. She's probably, I don't know how many litters she's had, but according to the neighborhood, it just was one after the other. And then little Bindi up here is from Ashley Garza and Love Us Mutts. And then, oh, we have this fabulous one. This is Ranger. Ranger is from the Bandera shelter from my friend Sandra. He's got the best temperament ever. And we still have Wendy, and I think it's because people think Wendy's old because she's got white on her muzzle, and she's not. She's just wonderful. And this is Scout, and Scout is also from the Bandera shelter. And then we have our Lollipop, and she's like a carryover from the last transport. I know, Wendy, we're looking, honey. We'll find you somebody, hon. We definitely will find her somebody. And Belle is going to be spayed. No more babies, right, Belle? Those days are over. I'm sorry, that one's Bissell and that one's Belle. Belle is the mama to these cutie patooties right here. Look at them. Oh, are you so cute? Oh my gosh. And one of them's a real crybaby. I'm not sure which one it is. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Oh. And always we are looking for foster homes for our dogs. Fosters are hard to find, guys. I wish we had more of them. Maybe when the Milton is open, it'll make it easier for people to come out, and I don't know. But if we had more foster homes, we could certainly help more. So let's see here. I want to show you guys Tito. Hi, Tito. That's a good boy. Are you okay, honey? So Tito is the one that came in from Weslaco with the neck wound. I gave him a bath today, and I soaked that whole neck area. It's really deep on the under part of his neck. On the outside, on the back, it's not as bad, but he's actually very tolerant of me cleaning it and, you know, doing hydrotherapy on it. I think he's going to be just fine once he settles in a little bit more. I'm actually thrilled to see how quickly he's coming around, right? It makes his like, because they had to shave. Let's see your ouchie, honey. Here, let's see if we could show him your ouchie. See what they did. Oh, yeah. And we were told that he's nervous around men, so it may have been you know, I don't know, who knows. Maybe it was a man that did that to him. But Weslaco had named him Runner because they couldn't catch the dog. They had to dart him. They had to sedate him. I can only imagine how long this dog has, you know, been like this. I think that collar was put on when he was a puppy, and maybe he got away from the owner. I don't know. You know, you'd like to think that the dog just got away. Who wants to believe that somebody actually had the dog and just let that, you know, grow into his neck? So he obviously can't have a collar on for a very long time. So I really don't even want to put a harness on him right now. I want him, we're letting him go out in a contained yard so we don't have to worry about him getting, you know, not coming back to us. But I don't want to put anything on him right now. I just want him to decompress. So, you see? Right? Here, honey. Let's go show me your neck. Yes. I know, honey. Oh, you're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be just fine, honey. See? Here, I'm gonna open this and pet him. And you'll see he's not used to the crate, but he let me love on him earlier today out in the yard. Hi, sweetie. Hi. He's a good boy. Oh, it's okay. Here. Are you okay? Here, honey, it's okay. It's okay. I know. You let me love on you. I know. You're gonna be okay. He's gonna be fine. But you could see, but I scrubbed him today. I took Dawn soap and then antiseptic soap, and really, I mean, a good 15-20 minutes. He smells like a potpourri dish right now, and his fur feels clean, and he's gonna be good. Again, this dog's not used to probably people handling him. Come here. He likes hot dogs, though. I gave him a hot dog earlier. Here, say hi. Come on. I'll give him a treat here in a minute. That always works. In fact, let's get him a treat, because sometimes the way to a dog's heart is through their tummy. Let's see what we have. Our treats are a little bare, guys, right now. So if anybody wants to send the new dogs something, I did put a link on for Live Like a Dog, because here, let's get him something here. I'm gonna get him a hot dog. Because I know he likes those. We've got these treats in here. Hold on. And then I'm going to show you Shelby and tell you the horrible thing that happened with her. No good deed goes unpunished. You know how that goes, guys. Let's see here. Let's give him a little hot dog, because we're out of our treats. You want that? Yeah? Do you want me to drop it? Here, sweetie, here. No, he's not wanting to eat it right now. He's gonna be good. Good as new soon. As the Saturday nights progress, you'll see him go from scared to happy to loving life here. I promise. That's one of the most rewarding things about what we do here. The first couple days they're here is always worry. So let me show you Shelby. But you know what? I want to wash my hands first. Hold on just a minute, because I don't want to, the hand that I was petting, so look at this. Little Shelby, she will probably sleep for days. This dog was living in one of the worst, I mean, her life was horrible, is all I can say. And I do think that she might have been hit by a car. I see some swelling on her head, so our vet is going to come out and examine her. It's nothing 911, but she's lived a life of nothing but neglect. And here's the awful thing that happened with her. So I don't usually tag dogs from people I don't know on Facebook, but I saw her picture and I couldn't help myself, and I said I would come and evaluate her. But as the conversations progressed, they said she might have puppies. I said, well, I don't have room for puppies because I was going to Weslaco. I said, but I can take the mama. If you want me to come by and evaluate her, I'll do that. But I don't have room for puppies. So So what ended up happening is I went over there. She was there. They said there were 4 puppies and I didn't have room for them. So they said they would network them, find somebody else to take them. I offered to call, animal control because it was Weslaco where Baco is, and she would have picked them up because they didn't look good. And I know when I don't have room here, don't push me to take something that I can't, because it's not good for anybody. It's, burdens the staff here. So long story short, I saw a post on Facebook that somebody took the mother and abandoned the puppies. They were talking about me. That's not what happened. So, long story short, now I know that there is another rescue group that is supposed to get the puppies. They were doing all kinds of things that I'm very much against, like pledging money when they don't even have the puppies. We don't do stuff like that. So we did offer that, if they wanted us to help sponsor, or if there was somebody that would be willing to foster, we would absolutely take them under our program. But you know how that goes. So that was really hurtful. But anyway, she's going to get a good home. This is Shelby. Shelby's going to get a great home. Look at her. Aw. She's just wore out. I do think Shelby's going to sleep for a long time. This is probably the most comfortable and less stressed that she's ever had in a long time. And when I tell you I gave her a bath today, I did or Brenda did. I think Brenda bathed her. Her fur feels like velvet. Yes, Christina, that's exactly what happens with these street dogs, is they sleep like this because they're not used to being in a comfortable place. And obviously she's got mange. This dog has probably had 6, 7, 8 litters of puppies. She was just a puppy machine. And she's got a problem with one of her eyes. I don't really know what type of dog she is. I know she looks all wrinkled here. She actually kind of looks like Milton. When we first got Milton. But I think she's a lab mix. Maybe a lab mix. And I don't think she feels very good right now. We're going to be drawing blood on Tuesday here to do all of our testing, and my guess is she probably has heartworm and tick illness and everything else. And the man that surrendered her, let me tell you what I think is going to go on. Well, here's what I would like to do down in this area. And after talking to some of the local city officials down there, they actually came up with this idea, and I wish I would have, because it's a great one. I can't steal this idea though, but the people that had this dog, in my humble opinion, should get a ticket for animal cruelty and neglect. They should throw the book at these people. Especially when he drugged the dog to the van, and when we opened up the van, he saw all the other dogs in there. He goes, "Oh, how cute! Are they up for adoption?" I'm like, "Really?" I wouldn't give the guy a cockroach. So yes, this family that had her, they should get tickets, but they're very poor, and I think you could probably ticket them to the cows come home, and they just won't pay. So one of the city officials down there said, why don't we ticket them with education? So you know how if you go and you get a speeding ticket, but you don't want to pay the $500 fine or whatever it is, they say, okay, you can take this class, and online driving class. Well, why not make these people take a humane education class? So if you don't want the $500 fine for what you did to Shelby here, and you didn't feed her well, you didn't take care of her medically, you've neglected this dog, this is abuse, it's cruelty. If you don't want the $500 fine, you have to go sit through a class. And then if they do it again, then you start getting into their pocketbook. But I can't help but wonder if people that do this, I just think they've seen it their whole life and it's normal to them. And it shouldn't be. So maybe, with educating the children in the schools and ticketing people, not to get money out of them, you're ticketing them with education, right? Because this one was heartbreaking. This one was very difficult. So I'm very hopeful that her puppies hopefully are going to go to a good rescue. But, make no mistake, I was told that the puppies were fine. They were going to be networking with other rescue groups. They knew that I didn't have space for them. And the gal that was networking was the one who said she was going to be feeding them. And she's very nice. So I was a little upset to see that. But I knew better. I don't like dealing with people in the rescue world that I don't know, and I won't do that again. So, yes. So there's Miss Shelby. It's going to be rewarding for us to see her blossom into a wonderful dog. Now I'm going to go show you a couple quick puppies, and then I'm going to go. So I have fallen in love with a puppy that I want to foster for so bad. This is Klondike, guys. And wait, you got to see what he does. So he's very attached. Watch what he does when I leave. He screams. He came in by himself. He's not even 4 pounds. I know, Klondike. I'm going to take you home with me tonight, okay? He doesn't want to be in here by himself. No. And then these are the mangy puppies. This is Crew and Buckeye. Look how cute. And I know this is going to be gross, but so they have really bad mange, but their bellies are also huge. So we dewormed them when they came in yesterday. Rescue people, well, I'm going to say medical people love this stuff. They pooped out in the run, and everyone's taking pictures of it because it's like spaghetti. The worms, they're round worms in their belly, but everywhere. So if you see a puppy especially that has a big bloated belly, those are usually round worms. They get them from the mother. They can get them from, in the environment, but they're awful, but they make the belly very distended. So when we deworm them, they come out like spaghetti. It's hold on a minute. So that's Klondike. I really need a foster for him. He's the kind that just literally wants you to wag him around. He doesn't want you to put him down, and he doesn't want to be out of your sight. And then this is going to hurt your heart. This is Monica and Summer. And if you can believe that these two puppies were found in a dumpster with, hey, who pooped on your bed? Ew. All right, I'm going to go have to clean that up. Yeah, smell it. Oh, gosh. So they found them in a dumpster in a box, and they had cute little, collars on. And Westlaco got them, and yes, terrible. So, but people abandon dogs when shelters won't take them in. Since when is it the job of a shelter not to help animals, but to turn them away? So, yeah, I'm really excited that the whole Rio Grande Valley is on to that best friends group. And if you haven't seen, go look at what's going on in Houston. The new mayor isn't having their crap, and he's kicking them out too. Again, they're stray dogs everywhere in Houston. They have the #1 city for bite cases. It's because of these people. So he's not having it. He did a press conference and said no, we're not doing this anymore. So anyway, guys, thank you. I'm gonna go. I will give you progress updates on the pups that like Klondike. Well, Klondike needs a foster, but on Shelby, and then Tito, and then lastly, this is one more mama and babies I forgot to show you. This is Beth and Dutton, I think. Look at that. Look at her. Hi. Ooh. What's the matter? It's just me. She's like, what the heck's up with that camera? But these puppies are going, this family, they're going into foster care tomorrow. So I'm going to let you go. Spay and neuter your dogs, your cats, your weird friends, your relatives. Educate. Hey, and instead of giving people tickets, let's give them education tickets, right? That's a good way to at least tell people how we want things done with animals, right? Bye, guys. See you later.